Hi everyone, welcome back to my lab and today's video, which is going to be a very old-fashioned makeup haul. I bought all the things. I have stuff here from everywhere and I just wanted to share it with you. I recently shared a makeup haul update, so I'll always come back and let you know how the things worked out if you haven't seen it on my channel or if it's something I've been using off camera. So I do come back and let you know how everything worked out. So since I uploaded that video, I felt very free to shop for some more new things to try out. So if you're interested in seeing all the stuff that I've been gathering in the last couple of weeks, let's go ahead and begin. But before we get into that, if it's your first time here, I'm Yori. I'm a horrible makeup addict. I love hauling stuff, so if you enjoy makeup hauls, reviews, and things like that, then hopefully you'll consider subscribing and joining me for another video if you enjoy this one. Now let's get into it. So I wanted to briefly mention the Juicy Olive palette from Give Me Glow Cosmetics. I did a full review of this palette already on my channel, so I will link it up in the cards in case you want to check it out and see the palette in a lot more detail. But there are your shades. They are every variation of murky greens. You have 4 mattes and 2 shimmers. I do really enjoy this palette. I just uploaded my favorites video, and the only reason why it didn't make it on my favorites video is that I find that with such a monochromatic color scheme, you're really kind of limited in the different variations of eye looks that you can create, but the quality is great. I love it so much. It's great. Another thing I recently uploaded was my review of the Stilazzi Darkroom palette. This palette was created in collaboration with Jordan Liberty, and I recently uploaded my video on that one. Here's what this palette looks like. Ooh, this would have been in my favorites, but I got it just at the tail end of the month, and so I didn't think it was fair to put it in my beauty favorites for the month of June. But you can definitely look forward to seeing this one in my July favorites. It's my first purchase from Stilazzi. I also picked up a couple of their makeup brushes, which I used in my review video of this palette. And so far, I've been really happy with everything that I got from the company. My purchase was really smooth. And this is another video that I will link up in the cards if you want to check it out. Next, we have a package from Kaleidos. This is something that I bought I bought everything myself. My channel is really small, so I buy everything myself. If by any chance I get anything free, I definitely let you know. But I had seen my friend Devinah from Australia. She's the makeup enthusiast here on YouTube. She created a beautiful, gorgeous green look, and she reviewed all these palettes on her channel, and she really loved them, and I wanted to pick it up. First of all, the packaging is incredible. This was packaged so beautifully. It is shipped from China, and it just arrived just perfectly. Here's what the inside of the box looks like. It's so beautiful. I shared pictures of like the unboxing process on my Instagram. Check me out on Instagram if you're not following me already. But these palettes, I have one on my eyes right now. It's the Futurism 3 Astro Pink palette. I'm working on a review video of the entire collection. I've done 2 of the 3 eyeshadow looks so far, and just stunning. So I will save these for that video, so definitely be on the lookout for that. So those are things that you've seen already if you follow me on Instagram. So let's get into other stuff. So I made my first purchase from Devinah Cosmetics. They recently restocked, I forget what the bundle is called. The bundle is called Galaxy Dust, and here is what they look like. They come in these single eyeshadow packets. They have these nice little sleeves, and they're basically multi-chromes. I keep hearing from the beauty news girls that it's all about the multi-chromes, and there's a couple of brands specifically that they're always quoting. One is Devinah, the other one is Cleona, and I think that there's another indie brand that does multi-chromes. If you know, let me know down below, because I'm definitely interested in this kind of shadow. They are so shimmery and metallic and beautiful. Some of them look very similar, like for example these 2, and my camera's not going to do them justice, so I'll definitely insert close-ups and swatches of the eyeshadows so that you can take a look. But they have this shift that's just impossible to catch on camera. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm so excited. I did buy a magnetic palette to keep them in, so this is what that one looks like. It's very similar to the Inglot, where the top completely comes off. Now this holds 10. The bundle had 7. And so I couldn't, like the neurotic in me couldn't leave a gap in the palette. And so I picked up 3 individual shadows. This one is packaged differently than the others. Maybe it was an older release or they've switched packaging since then, but basically it's just 3 mattes that I thought would be very complementary to the different duochromes. I absolutely could not resist getting into these right as I'm filming this haul video. Like literally they just came in the mail today. I think this is great. I love the selection of mattes that I chose too, because I feel like it's going to be perfect to just put that in the crease, and then the multi-chrome all over the lid. It just... I love it. I love it so much so far. That is so exciting. And I like that they're really well protected in the case as well. If you'd like to see a full video dedicated to these, let me know. Or anything else that you see in this haul, let me know sort of how to prioritize it and how you'd like to see it in future videos. Let's go ahead and get into some things that I bought from Beautylish. The first thing is in this little box right here, and wait until you see this baby. First of all, this box opens kind of like a flower, and inside, you take off the sleeve, is the cutest little succulent you ever saw. Is this not the cutest little thing you ever saw? I saw Sonia G post this on her Instagram. It's by the brand, I think it's called Koyudo. They're Japanese handmade brushes. I had to have this little baby. Look at this. It is so incredibly soft as well. I don't know if I'm going to be able to have the heart to use this one. I wonder, like, clearly the bristles are dyed, so I don't know if it's going to bleed a little bit or if the color is going to retain. It's the cutest, cutest little baby. And how cute is the little box that it comes in? Love that. So that was something that I got from Beautylish when I was placing my order for the Jeffree Star summer collection. And I picked up a few items from the summer collection. I did grab 2 of the lip scrubs. I love lip scrubs. My favorites are from Lush and from Jeffree Star. This one is empty. This one was the Lemon Sucker, and the reason why it's empty is because it's in my skincare drawer in my bathroom. But this is what they look like. This one has the pineapple juice flavor. Oh, it smells so good. So that's what that one looks like. I love these lip scrubs. They have like the perfect combination of sugar and oils in it. Is it oil that it has? I'm not sure. Yeah, it's oils to really hydrate your lips but also exfoliate them. I have a few lip scrubs that just they do one or the other, and I get frustrated with those. So when he came out with these 2, I definitely wanted to pick those up, and I have one in progress. Absolutely love them. I picked up 2 of the velour liquid lipsticks from the summer collection. There were some wild colors in the collection this time. I do like his liquid lipstick formula, and some of my favorites are Celebrity Skin. Oh my god, I love that one. It's a perfect nude. So the 2 that I picked up are Fully Nude and Strawberry Crush. Fully Nude is kind of like a rosy pink, and then Strawberry Crush is a really punchy, like poppy kind of pink color. So these look great. I'll definitely use those in a future video. Sorry if there's any change in the way the video looks, but we took a little dinner break. My camera battery died anyway, so I was talking about my Beautylish haul. So we just finished talking about the lipsticks. I also picked up the mini Jawbreaker palette. I picked up both the Jawbreaker palettes actually. Beautylish did have that bundle savings, so that's what the outer packaging looks like here. Very bright and colorful. And here's the little palette. And here are your shades. I actually wanted to do a dedicated video to the items that I picked up in this collection. This is so pretty. Let me know if you'd like to see a video review. I plan to do a dedicated review to the items I got in this collection, but trust me, I understand if you've had your fill of Jawbreaker reviews because a lot of people have been sharing them. I could also do like a get ready with me using all new makeup with some of the products from this haul maybe. So here is the larger Jawbreaker palette. That is so nice. The camera does wash it out a little bit. I'm looking at here in my viewfinder. It does look a little bit more washed out. This palette is gorgeous. To be honest, when I first saw the reveal video for this palette, I was like, oh, I don't need that one. It's too colorful even for me. I love colorful makeup. But really what it was the arrangement that made it difficult for me to see immediately what kind of looks I can do. But actually, I get it. It's the organization of a Jawbreaker, which much like the outer packaging it's just splatters of color. And so I can see that theme theme carries into the organization of the shades inside. But now that I look at it, there's actually quite a cohesive color story if you begin to pair similar shades together. And I'm looking forward to getting into this palette. I like that there's a lot of those neon shades. Right off the bat, the shade Cherry Wet pops out at me, in part because I have that lipstick. I love that lipstick. It's so beautiful. It was part of the summer collection last year, I think. So again, let me know how you would like to see that featured on my channel, if at all. I get it if you don't want to see it. That was everything I got from Beautylish. So let's move into some drugstore things. I placed an order from Walgreens online because I had tried these eyelashes. I had them, I forget who I heard mention this. I think it was Tiff Jeff 069. She mentioned these eyelashes in one of her videos and I wanted to check them out. They're only available online. As you can see, they're a very, very pretty flared out style. They look really good with wing liner or kind of smoked out looks like I'm wearing today, and they're really comfortable and easy to put on. But unfortunately, they're just not available in store. So I did place an order online at Walgreens and I just did in-store pickup so I wouldn't pay for shipping, and I got them like buy one, get one half off. I got 2 pairs. I really like them. These are really nice. So I have a pair already. Those are backup pairs because I damaged my other ones. I washed them with alcohol and it was just a little bit too strong. They started falling apart, so I have to take it a little bit easier on them next time. But I already know they're really great lashes. I love them. I also went to CVS, and in CVS I found a couple of things. I was actually intentionally looking for the display of Joa. I've heard a lot about Joa lately. A lot of people have done like a full face of Joa makeup or something like that. And I looked at the display. They had everything. I was drawn to a lot of it, but I decided to start out with a couple of lip products. So I picked up the Macaron matte velvet lipstick and I got the shade Fig Tart. And then I picked up what I think should be like a lighter pigmentation lipstick or a gel lipstick. This one is I'm Your Jelly Bae, and this is a matte gel lipstick, and I picked up the shade Sweet Cheeks. So here's what those 2 lipsticks look like, and I try to go for neutrally shades just to have something that I can wear, you know, every day. Here's a swatch of the matte velvet lipstick. It looks and feels really creamy on my hand, and I really like that shade. It looks like just a little bit darker of a nude. I need that kind of nude because my lips are pretty pigmented, and if I go with something too light, it has a tendency to wash me out. So let's take a look at the gel one. I also chose a nude. Okay, this one is definitely more sheer, and you know, it feels a lot more rich in density than I would have thought. Thinking of it as a gel, but here's that swatch, and that was the shade Sweet Cheeks. I'm really interested in this one. It looks so pretty. So those are lipsticks from Joa. They also had a new CoverGirl display, and I was curious about these Exhibitionist liquid glitter eyeshadows. Here's what that packaging looks like. So they're labeled new, and I thought they were going to be like the Stila ones. I picked up the shade number 1 in Flashing Lights. These were actually quite pricey. I think it was like $13. The wand is exactly like the Stila. Oh, I like this shade. Because that shade is kind of like a taupey bronze. I like that shade. I did well on the shade selection. It doesn't look to have a lot of chunky glitter. It's more like metallic. So I think that these are going to be more like the shimmer and glows from Stila rather than the glitter and glows. But what a beautiful shade. I don't know if you can see. So that was the CoverGirl Exhibitionist metallic eyeshadow in the shade number 1. That shade name is Flashing Lights. I also picked up a lip liner by Rimmel. This is the Lasting Finish 1000 Kisses Stay On Lip Contouring Pencil, and this is the shade number 49 Natural. I think Mel Thompson is always talking about this one as a dupe for something from Chanel, and I wanted to give it a try, but it's funny. Even though they carry Rimmel at CVS as well as Walgreens, they carry different shade numbers. So CVS is the one that carries number 49, which I think is the one that she's always talking about. Feels pretty creamy. There's that shade right there. It's a pencil that you sharpen, and actually I kind of like pencils that you sharpen. I think that they last longer. I think they last longer because you can always sharpen them. It keeps them from drying out, but that's what that shade looks like. I'm glad I was able to find it. They had just a couple of them in stock. They had other shades, but I wanted to start with this one, and if I like it, I can always go back and get some more. They also had another K-beauty kind of brand. This one is Peri Para. I don't have anything from this brand, and this is A Much Real My Cushion Contour. Interesting name. I just thought that this was going to be something very similar to the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Contour one, which I really, really like. And this would be a more affordable option, even though like it's not completely inexpensive. I think it was about $15. It says it's a long-lasting contour cushion that helps your face look slim. Okay, well, I would like my face to look slim. Look at that. The cushion really does look like the Charlotte Tilbury one, except for this is a lot bigger. A lot bigger. Here's what that one looks like. I don't remember if they had multiple shades, but hopefully this will be dark enough for me. I'm gonna go ahead and squeeze it. I wonder if you have to twist it. You do have to twist it. Okay, that kind of releases the product. You see it? It's coming out now. It's pretty light. Oh yeah, this is really light. I'm honestly very confused by this packaging. I don't know if I have to twist it to shut it again, but it doesn't seem to be tightening. Anyway, here's that shade. So it's a similar concept to the Charlotte Tilbury, but this is really, really light. Let's go ahead and go to a couple of things that I bought from Sephora next. The first thing I picked up was from Stilazzi, and this is a cute little set. I'm glad I actually waited because you ever notice like when a brand releases something and then it's like a really big hit, then suddenly they release little minis. So I saw on Stilazzi that they released this Watermelon Burst Hydrating Primer as well as like a lip balm, and they were getting really good reviews, and I actually didn't go in on that right away, and I waited a little bit, and then I saw this little kit on Sephora that's for less money for little minis, and I thought that would just be a great way to try it and see if I like it, and if I do, then I can always buy the full size later. I mean, that's how I got in with the Touch Up Pearl. I still have the big one. I mean, I love it. I'm glad I have it, but I have the big one of that. Same thing with other products that you can get a mini size now. So here's what this little kit looks like. Hopefully they're not too small. Look, big box, and that's what actually came out of it. The lip oil I think is actually a really good size. Here, the baby's right here. So that's what those look like. The primer has little black beads in it. Oh, it does smell like watermelon. Isn't watermelon like the fruit of this summer? I know you're not going to be able to see anything on my hand for the primer, but it feels really good. It feels very hydrating. Seems like a little bit is going to go a really long way. Here's the little lip oil. I'll definitely try that out as well. I love lip balm. Can't really smell this one as much. Oh yeah, feels definitely thick. Also smells like watermelon, so true to its name. Seems really thick, like it's gonna be very, very hydrating, which is good. The primer does have a little bit of a tack to it now that it started to dry down a little bit too, so I'm excited to try those. Again, I'm really glad I was able to get the minis for those. Speaking of minis, I had a code with this order and I was able to get a trial size of the new Too Faced mascara, the Damn Girl mascara. People are going nuts over this mascara. I don't like to buy mascaras too often. I have so many samples, so many mascaras I get in subscription boxes, so I don't like to spend the money on them. But I was really curious about this one because of all the hype that's going on right now. So I'm glad I was able to pick up a little mini, although, you know, a lot of times these miniature ones, they're not the same as the full size. Like, I still don't like the Milk Makeup mascara, but I'm basing that off of my experience with the mini. And what I don't like about it is that it flakes. It flakes on me. And so I don't know. You would think that they would represent the brand better with their sample sizes, but sometimes that's not always the case. My friend Alice made a video all about it, which is really, really interesting. So this is supposed to have an infinity brush, a special blend of whipped melting waxes that deliver an immediate full load of extreme volume without a heavy feel. It's labeled as hydrophilic black, and it says it creates shamelessly rich black lashes. What does that have to do with hydrophilic? In any case, I'm glad I got the mini because I didn't want to buy the full size and I was curious. In that same Sephora haul, you're gonna think I'm ridiculous, but I picked up these little things. They are from the Sephora collection and they are reusable shadow guards. You know those, what are they called? Shadow shields that are kind of stickers that you put underneath your eyes so you could do your eyeshadow? Well, these are supposed to be reusable. I don't even know how this would stick. Oh, I see. It has, so it has like a protective clear cellophane. I don't know if you can see that, but you can peel this off and then stick it on. Now I was curious to see if I could use this when I'm doing my eyeshadow after I've already applied my foundation, but won't this take the foundation off? I don't think it would, more so than the ones that actually tape on, since this doesn't seem to be tape Just says reusable self-adhering shadow guards to protect product fallout. Wash with soap and water and allow to dry before next use. Maybe I can do a video on this to see if, you know, it's a useful gadget or a trashy gimmick. Maybe that's what I'll call the video too, or something like that. I don't know why I got these. I saw this in the newly arrived section of Sephora and I was just curious about it. The last thing I picked up from that Sephora order was one of the Charlotte Tilbury Hot Lips, and this is the refillable packaging. I picked up the shade Angel Alessandra. Oh, I see. Look at this. This is the one with the panther in it. Heavy. Usually Charlotte Tilbury lipsticks are not this heavy. They actually feel kind of light to me, but this one is weighted very nicely. So the whole theory behind these lipsticks is that the cases are refillable, so you can pop it out, buy the refill, and then mix and match, which is nice because you can get the refill at a less expensive price. But this packaging, I'm glad that the shade that I liked came in this packaging with the panther. It looks so pretty. Let's go ahead and make a swatch. Such a pretty shade. It's like a peachy nude kind of shade. It reminds me a lot of the Joa Cosmetic shade that I had earlier. I guess I have a type. I honestly wanted to buy all of them. I know a lot of people did. I was really tempted, but these lipsticks are really expensive and I figured let me try one, see how I like it, not go overboard buying a lot of lipsticks that I'm not gonna use. So I'll see how I like this one and then maybe I'll pick up, I think the other one that I really liked was Patsy Red. It looks so beautiful. I think it's gonna work out quite well. Look at the inside. The inside has the panthers inside there as well. Really nice. I'm gonna hold on to the packaging of that one. So I know that this video is already getting quite long and I did go to Ulta and get a few things from Ulta, but I think I'll just share what I bought at Morphe and then just call this video for now. But if you enjoy haul videos, don't forget, give this one a thumbs up and I will keep sharing more hauls, especially since I didn't finish hauling what I had for today. So if you didn't know, I live in Chicago and we do have a Morphe store. We're gonna have two Morphe stores actually. I saw that they're opening one up in the water tower and it looks really big. But the one that I went to is in Woodfield. That was the first one that opened. So here's the first item that I bought. It's actually a brush holder. It's called the Mega Brush Tubby Case. And I don't know if you remember, let me get this out and then talk. Okay, I don't know if you remember when James Charles came out with his brush collection. He had like a big tub case, it had his name on it and then a whole bunch of brushes in there, but I didn't want to buy the whole brush set and they did sell this case by itself. So it's just a very large tub with snap closure on either side and then it just opens up and you can store your brushes inside there. I like how chubby it is and it's pretty secure for traveling. I think it's a pretty nice height, although I know I have some brushes that are gonna be too tall for this. Like, let me see. Here's a Royal & Langnickel brush. You can see it's much taller than the container. I mean, if I put it in there kind of angled, it'll still fit, but those brushes have really, really tall angles. But this is really nice for travel. It's really big, and I actually will enjoy setting it on my desk with like all my brushes, maybe the ones that are dirty that I need to clean. I just think it's really cute. I think it was about $20, and you can use a discount code even in the store, so. I also picked up one of the items that they were advertising for Pride Month. This is the Live in Color brush set, and I thought it was really nice. I wanted to get the palette too, but I have a lot of rainbow palettes. I need to slow down on my palettes. And the way this one works, it opens up like this, and then your brushes are inside. I thought this was really cute, and all the proceeds do go to charity. So if you look, you can actually lift it up like this to get the brushes out. So you can actually lift this, and on this side as well. They're very small detailed eye brushes. Let's see what they feel like. They feel okay, like the typical Morphe brushes. Now, usually I have to say when you buy the brushes in sets, they're not the same quality as when you buy them individually, but these are actually numbered with the M series of the brushes. So if you want to know which ones you get the M513, M507, M222, M431, M326. I like that one. It's a little tiny little shader brush. Looks good for like highlighting your brows or doing your inner corner. Really cute little brush. Reminds me of that little tiny MAC one I have. The others are M167 and M158. This is a really cute travel set. The case is magnetized. This is really cute. And all of the proceeds from the sales of this during the months of June and July, I think, they go to the Trevor Project. So I thought it was for a good cause and really cute brushes. So I have those. I think these sold out super quickly online. I also picked up one individual brush. This is the Morphe E4 and it's an angled brush. It's like a contour brush or blush brush. I saw this on somebody's channel. I think it was OMG Lashes. Oh, it's so soft. Super soft. Here's this brush. Feels really good. Oh yeah, it feels really nice. I picked this one up at the store because they actually, usually I buy my Morphe brushes from Ulta so I can get my points, but they don't carry the E-series on Ulta Beauty. And so I went ahead and I picked it up at the store. I was really tempted to get that professional brush set that they came out with because I really love the folio that the brushes are in. And then I noticed that it has this brush in it, but it was like $70 something. And I'm like, stop. You wanted the brush, just get the brush separately. So that's what I did. But I did see that they carry like a folio like that in Sephora, and I did order that. So it was much less. It was like $30. So the last thing that I picked up at Morphe is from Jeffree Star Cosmetics, and this is a Supreme Frost highlighting powder, and this one is in the shade Hypothermia. I probably have no business buying this, honestly, but when I swatched it, I just couldn't leave it in the store. I just could not. It has a beautiful icy blue reflect, and when you see it in the pan, here's what it looks like in the pan. Almost looks purple, like it's gonna give me a bruise. I'm trying to turn it so that you can see it. But when you swatch this, oh my goodness. You can barely see it on my finger, which is a good sign. So you just see the sheen. I think you can see it. I hope this works for me so bad. It has like a blue-pink shift. If it doesn't work for me as a highlight, it's gonna work for me as an eyeshadow. I couldn't leave it in the store, and these are expensive, and the codes don't work for those. So I just couldn't leave it in the store. I love it so much. I'm gonna have to try that on my face, like when I wash off my makeup tonight, or maybe I'll try it on after I finish this video, just to see if it'll work for me. I'm just curious to know. If you have a deeper skin tone, I think that would be amazing, amazing, amazing. Especially with how popular like pink and blue eyeshadow is right now. Gorgeous. I think this is where I'm gonna leave my video. I've been filming for quite some time. I restarted my camera, I think like 3 times. And every time I start it, it films for half an hour. So I'm gonna have a good hour and a half of footage. I'm doing swatches and taking video of the products up close while I'm doing it, so it takes me a little bit longer, but hopefully you enjoyed my haul video. Let me know what you thought of the products that I got and what you've been hauling lately. I would love to know. And also don't forget to let me know how you would like to see these products featured on my channel. I will come back in a couple of weeks and let you know how everything worked out anyway, so check out some of my previous haul updates if you're interested in seeing other things that I hauled and how I like them. Otherwise, that's it for me today. If you did enjoy my video, give it a big thumbs up if you enjoyed this one and you enjoy hauls in general. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, as I would love to have you join me on a future video. I hope you're doing really, really well, and thank you for spending a few minutes of your day with me today. I'll see you again really, really soon on my next one. Bye-bye.